Opening statements were supposed to get underway this afternoon in the final Lori Vallow Daybell trial, but today there was a different kind of drama in the courtroom.
Vallow showed up to court in a wheelchair, saying she was extremely sick. She's once again acting as her own attorney, so that means a new delay in the case before the trial even begins. Our true crime correspondent Briana Whitney was in court watching all this unfold. What happened here?
It's never normal. It's never normal with Lori Vallow Daybell. This was so interesting. And first off, I've never seen Lori Vallow Daybell look the way she did. She was in an MCSO wheelchair holding a mask. Her head was down, a trash can next to her in case she got sick. It was a total mess. Vallow said she could not move forward with anything today. And watch how this drama played out.
You're welcome to come over to the jail and come to my cell and see how I'm doing in there.
All right, I'll take a pass on that.
Another day, another Lori Vallow Daybell courtroom circus, complete with a personal jailhouse invitation to Judge Beresky. Lori Vallow Daybell is facing her final murder conspiracy trial for the attempted shooting of her niece's ex-husband, Brandon Boudreaux. He was not hit and was in court today. She's once again representing herself, just as she did in the recent trial for the murder of her ex-husband, Charles Vallow, where she was found guilty. Prosecutors believe Vallow and her brother Alex Cox attempted to kill Boudreaux in October of 2019. This attempted shooting falls in the web of extreme doomsday and dark spirit beliefs that she and her self-proclaimed prophet husband, Chad Daybell, had, both convicted for killing Lori's kids and Chad's wife. Today, final jury selection was to take place, then opening statements. Then, this happened.
All right, are we ready to proceed with jury selection?
No,
Why not?
I'm sick, Your Honor. I've been sick all weekend. I've been incarcerated for over 5.5 years. I've only ever been sick one other time.
Her demeanor, a stark difference from her typically confident and sometimes snarky quips, a confidence she's exuded twice in our recent jailhouse interviews with her. Confusion in the courtroom as to what would happen next, Judge Beresky tried to move forward with at least seating the jury. Prosecutor Trina Kay then bringing up the obvious that would stand out to an impartial jury.
Judge, my concern is she's in a wheelchair now.
Well, I would probably ask to have her sit in a regular seat and not be in a wheelchair that says MCSO across the back of it.
Your Honor, I am just not capable of going or even sitting here. I need to be laying down. I need to be getting better so that I can go forward and actually represent myself.
The judge then rescheduling all of this to Wednesday morning, to which Lori put up a tearful fight and lost.
Your Honor, I don't know about you rescheduling this for Wednesday. It puts a lot of pressure on me to be better and ready for Wednesday, and if I'm not, I don't like to disappoint people. Tomorrow, if I'm not better and I let my team know, are you going to drag me in here like you did today with the team that came to get me? Do you know they felt so sorry for me to have to get dragged out of bed to be here?
Yeah, the answer is yes. I probably will order that you be here Wednesday.
So everyone will be back in the courtroom 10 a.m. Wednesday to hopefully continue with jury selection, then the opening statements. Of course, Lori will have to give her own opening statement since she is representing herself. And if she's not well enough and they can't go forward, it is possible the judge will call a mistrial and have to start completely over with finding a new jury. He reminded Lori he will still be the trial judge no matter what, after she tried to get him thrown off the case, claiming he was unfair and not impartial. Guys.
So going back to Lori's comment that we just heard there about the jurors. So jurors were there.
Yes,
right?
Many potential jurors were there in half the courtroom today.
Okay, so then what happens with them?
So they were brought in and out, and eventually they were brought back in after all of this. All that stuff that went on with Lori, they were not in the courtroom for. They're brought back in. Judge Beresky was beside himself. He said, look, they already had to delay once last week. Delaying again, he said, I'm embarrassed. I am sorry. He offered to buy them donuts. I mean, I've never heard Judge Beresky like that either. And so he told them he needs them to be there Wednesday morning. But of course, jurors involved. Then you've got the prosecution who said, we're flying in witnesses. We can't keep having this back and forth on a time frame. It's a problem.
Can we take a step back, though? Why, if this is such a bother for her, why is she even going through with this? Because it's all academic at this point. I mean, she's going to serve the rest of her life in prison.
Right. Nope, I think it's a pride thing for her. She said adamantly multiple times today she does still want to represent herself. And honestly, at this point, I'm not sure who would even take on this case. You know, I mean, what do you do in that sense? Nobody's been able to prepare for it like she has, but she was adamant, yes, I want to be here for the jury selection, so I need to be well enough for that. The judge offered we could have the advisory council stay here for the jury selection, you go back and rest. She said, no, we're not comfortable with that. I want to be here for it. So I think for her, she wants to make her point. She wants to get her thoughts across with all of this in this trial,
it's an element
too.
of control that she is getting to exert on the process where she might not have control behind bars.
This is also her final time she'll ever really be in the public. This is it. She'll go back to Idaho.
What we have learned is expect the unexpected.
Always.
So, Briana, Whitney, always on top of it. Thank you.